Response video regarding conference report guy. I think we are parting our ways terminally this time. I think we will euthanize our conversation.
Okay, this overpopulation thing again. Not a great conversation so far. Not quite sure why I got myself involved in this, but I'll continue for a bit longer in the hope that it cheers up a wee bit.
Yeah, well, it probably isn't after this video. This video really wasn't very constructive. And I guess the whole, well, whatever, the whole playing the elephant game, I don't know, whatever, your whole approach to conversation is kind of useless. Sorry, yeah, I just don't see the point in the fantasy rambling about stuff and then you complain about other people's idea. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. You critique other people, nobody critiques you? Well, fuck that.
But not great so far, not great. I've made about 5 videos. Exercising.
Yes, exactly. Exercising bullshit. Right. For what purpose? What the fuck? What the fuck does the conversation about population control need a bunch of noise for? Why the fuck do we have to get in a conversation about Logan's Run? Like that's practical? Like that's useful? No, I don't think so.
As in my imagination. And that's, at the moment I'm doing a solo workout, it seems. TV Serious made a video, asking very valid questions I thought about, or at least beginning to ask a question about euthanasia. I wasn't really going toward euthanasia, but...
Well, wait a minute. So you made about 3 videos just obsessively talking about not dying at 30, then dying at 50, and come on. I mean, it was extreme euthanasia you were talking about. But whatever.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's a fairly valid question. But Gary made a response to one of my videos, which is really, really crap. I mean, he's got this thing about this voucher system, where everybody gets a voucher to pass on, and you either spend it on your own child, or you give it away, or you donate it to a charity now, apparently. Like, that's not a system that's open to abuse, and of course not.
Abuse? How exactly? What's the horrific abuse that's going to take place? Right? Oh, that's right. People capable of raising children will raise more children. What a fucking horror. Let's all run away. That's just so fucking scary. Rich people having more kids. Oh my God. I mean, this is just a ludicrous argument in the first place. Like this is some sort of horror story. Okay, the horror story is ignorance and poverty. Alright? That's the fucking horror. Alright? And that's what needs to be reduced in terms of world population. But whatever, keep pretending it's some other fucking problem. There's too many rich people. Yeah, I mean literally.
And I point out the flaws of that solution as well. You can put a picture on it. That makes it non-transferable, doesn't it? Put a picture on it.
That wasn't the point. But anyway, you were the one bitching because it had to be all touchy-feely and more human and more psychological. So that was the whole fucking point of that. But again, that wouldn't have been something I would have even given a shit about if you didn't sit there and insist on it with your stupid nitpicking bullshit.
It's just rubbish, really. It's just really, really rubbish idea.
Okay, so did you hear that, Ojama flipper fucker? Okay, you're always defending all these people and their snide shit and they're fucking coming and spitting on other people's ideas. Well, there you fucking go. That was what his video was about the first fucking time. Alright, he was spitting on it because he did think it was a fucking rubbish idea. He doesn't have an alternative idea, he doesn't have a better idea, but he can certainly call that one rubbish. Alright, do you get it now?
And just completely out of touch with human nature, what I mean? These things are...
Yeah, right, everybody dies at 50. That's not out of fucking touch with any fucking practical reality. That's politically doable. And you spent 3 fucking videos talking that kind of fucking bullshit, you fucker?
Easy to dream up, yes, easy to dream up a solution. Yeah, the voucher system, yeah, we do that. Yeah, but we got talk about implementation. And at the moment, the only solution Gary's got in terms of implementation is, is basically a Stalinist state.
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, I described a voucher system. I described that the people who didn't play along would be penalized by losing their pension, Social Security, and if they were rich, they would have a doubling of their capital gains tax for every kid they had over the legal limit, or over what vouchers they secured in some legal manner. And you do this through a democratic process. I made all that fucking explicitly fucking clear. He nitpicked and griped and complained about his little web whiny bullshit. Well, the rich will have an advantage, and this, and insisted on us creating more fucking bullshit. All right, and that's the only. And then he tears down the bullshit he insisted people build. I mean, what a fucking goddamn piece of work. All right, so just deal with the original proposal. All right, there's nothing Stalin-esque in that. No prison terms, no nothing. Okay, just a simple thing. You want to give up your Social Security, have 10 kids? Well, then go ahead and do it. All right, but that's the way the system is going to work. You're going to pay. You're going to lose something if you're going to be an asshole. All right, but yeah, I'd still say if somebody just keeps insisting on violating the law that the society has agreed upon. All right, yeah, they should go to fucking goddamn jail.
The people who won't comply, put them in jail. Like I say, yeah, right, that will work. That really works well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it really does prevent a lot of murders by putting murderers in jail. Jackass.
Well, apart from defeating the objective, the idea is to make the world a better place. Not keep it as shitty as it is. Oh,
yeah, well, it's just like I said, again, it's so horrific to think that, oh, you mean if I have 10 kids and there's a democratic process that says you can't have 10 kids, and I got my chance to speak, but, I wasn't very persuasive, and people saw no reason for me to have 10 kids, especially since I can't afford one kid, and they passed a law saying I can't do that, and, oh, I got punished because I violated that fucking law. Oh, yeah, that's just fucking ludicrous. We're in an insane world. Who the fuck would want to live in a world like that? Fuck you.
Stalinist at the same time.
Yeah, Nazi little Hitler card. Hitler card. Hitler card. Stalin card.
And then he goes on.
Goebbels card.
He seems to under the impression that I'm working towards a virtual reality.
Oh, you can't listen worth shit. You do this all the fucking time. You never paraphrase correctly. I did not say any fucking such thing in my fucking video. All I said is that you're going to get on the fucking subject. That's what you said in your original elephant video, you dumb motherfucking cunt. And all I was doing was repeating what you fucking said you intend to do. I didn't say you were for it. I said you were going to fucking bring up the fucking subject. You dumb fucking idiot. So listen, you dumb ass, before you open your fucking dumb mouth.
Solution, which is not really what I'm after. I don't think. I mean, technology, I think, offers some promise and a kind of philosophical ideas.
Yeah, whatever you're selling some kind of dopey idea that people should give a fuck about their name, and their name will float around in cyberspace forever and ever, like that somehow fucking matters. Right? The only thing I give a fuck about is maybe getting my penis into the future. I don't give a fuck about getting my name into the future. But whatever, you egomaniacs said that name thing's important to you fuckers.
Technology provides as a help. But certainly the virtual reality that he's talking about, which is some kind of immersive version of Second Life, where you can walk through the woods like this.
Oh, Second Life. Yeah, so compare it to something lame and shitty. All right, don't compare it to something, one of the newer video games.
But everything's slightly more pixelated, and you get to fly. And you get to turn into the Man of Steel and shag Lois Lane. Yeah, that's really great. So it's like this, only shittier.
It's like this, only shittier. Right, so this is your explanation. So you get to be the quarterback in the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. You could be James Bond and save the world. You can live out any fantasy, any movie script that's ever been written. All right, movies only spend about, how many trillions of dollars a year are spent on movies? All right, where people can live vicariously more interesting lives. And your complaint about virtual reality is it going to be pixelated? You haven't seen new technology yet, have you? I mean, you don't think virtual reality can be high definition, you dumb fuck? What, you think it's going to be pixelated? You really are a lame asshole. This is a lame fucking argument.
It's like this, and you get to be a misogynist cunt, and you get to be a patriarchal sexist pig in second.
Yeah, you get to be whatever it is you need to be or want to be. You get to actualize your desires, okay, in a way where it is a perfect psychological experience. You think there's a risk. You think you're not going to win, but you do win. All right, even though it's already set up that you're going to win, you don't know it. I mean, it is, to have perfectly orchestrated dreams. You don't think you're going to honestly tell me, one of you motherfuckers is going to honestly tell me that if you could write scripts for your dreams at night that you wouldn't? You dumb fuckers.
In life, that's really great. That's a really fucking taking one for the team there, isn't it? It's like, no. It defeats the fucking object. It just makes the world self-existent. It's basically saying, I want to take my huge spherical fucking needs with me wherever I'm going. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, because the needs aren't part of nature. They're not something that's really hard to rip out of us. They're not the substance of what we live for. Is the desire? No, it's some other little kernel of value somewhere that's precious. And we can compromise the desire. Yeah, we can all eat gruel in the dark in your fucking hell, the hell you'll create because you won't do a goddamn thing that's practical or useful, in your radioactive nuclear hell, and talk about how you're still accomplishing something. Right. That's so much fucking better.
I wouldn't want to sacrifice those. I wouldn't want to be a tiny testicled fucking Buddhist. I want to take my big fucking cojones into the second life with me. But I want to be on my own. I want to be surrounded by simulations of sexy women and simulations of nature that don't actually, where there's no actual killing. There's any killing I do it. So it's like Westworld. We've gone from Logan's Run to Westworld now, have we?
Yeah, and Westworld was a kick-ass movie in the first place, but in the second place, what if the robot didn't go wrong, right? And there was such a place as Westworld. There was a place like even that Schwarzenegger movie in The Martian thing. There's a place you could go, and you could live a new life as a new person, as a real person, as somebody's got a whole life, and they don't got blighty fucking bullshit life. All right, they're not a janitor anymore. They're the king, and they're this, and they're that. They can live out something that's got some sort of, yeah. And you're telling me no sale for the average human? Bull fucking shit. Look at video game sales, asshole. You're gonna lose this argument so fucking big.
Oh, thanks. If you're gonna change the world, you're gonna change yourself. You can't just make the fucking world in your image, surely. I wouldn't have thought. Otherwise, what's the point?
Oh yeah, right. So it has so much more point to live in a fucking to live this mediocrity. This is so much more fucking goddamn fun. Arguing with assholes all day, making barely enough money to survive, eking out an existence on planet shithole. Oh yeah, this is so much fucking goddamn kick-ass accomplishment. Fuck you.
No, so yeah, that's all bullshit, really. What else was he talking about? Oh, he mentioned very quickly Soylent Green. Soylent Green, this film that it's from a Harry Harrison book called Make Room, Make Room. But I think it is anyway. I'm pretty sure it is. In which the dead are fed to the living. Which is such a crappy use of fucking human resources. It wouldn't happen in real life. It was a big flaw in Soylent Green. Raising human beings as cattle is even more.
Oh, they weren't raised as cattle anyway, so that has nothing to do with it. Okay, it was just the fact that there were so many people on Earth that they were using dead humans. All right, they were recycling them into food product. And yes, obviously, there's not enough dead humans to be able to feed, to make a substantial difference. But the fact of the matter is they were using all resources because there were so many fucking humans.
Or bloody resource intensive than raising cattle as cattle. Those cattle over there, to raise that protein on the hoof, you have to.
Again, so he's going to talk all this kind of nonsense like that has something to do with Soylent Green. It has nothing to do with the movie, nothing about the parts of the movie I mentioned. I even pointed out the inefficiency of the whole idea of reprocessing human beings because you can't get much energy value out of them. But instead he's going to play this game. Like we deliberately